G'day, guys, and welcome back to ADOS the Great YouTube channel. So, round 5 is now wrapped up. The Rabbitohs got the win over the Dragons, and I was pretty proud of the effort. We did let that last try slip, but at the end of the day, we got a crucial win, and I am very proud of the boys, especially Damien Cook. We've needed Damo to stand up pretty much all year. He's had a few decent games, but this one I thought, for me, he was the man of the match. A player that we do definitely need to stand up now that the news has come in that Latrell Mitchell is injured is Cody Walker, and we'll get to all that when we get to the team list. But yes, guys, we have some pretty bad news coming out of the Rabbitohs camp today. Latrell Mitchell will be out for at least 8 rounds. Now, I'm hoping that, there's a chance he could come back early, but from what they're saying, it's at least 8 rounds. So, not good for Latrell, but at the end of the day, I'd rather him get himself right than risk worse injury. Now, we're going to jump over straight to the team. I think there's going to be one change and one change only this week. I could be completely wrong, and JD might go and change a lot of things this weekend, but I think we will only see one change. So we'll get to that in a second. But yes, let's go over my 17-man squad. How I think Jason Demetrio will line us up for the Good Friday clash against the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. At fullback, I've got Blake Taaffe. I was going to say Latrell Mitchell. Blake Taaffe at fullback. The wingers, Josh Mansour and Alex Johnston. Now, I'd probably personally put Jackson Paulo back in the team, but realistically, Josh Mansour did nothing wrong last week. He played a pretty good game, wasn't a standout by any means, but he had a decent game, so I think he definitely deserves to keep his jersey for this round. But I do think that we should see Jackson Paulo come back over the next few weeks. In the centres, same as last week, Tane Milne and Campbell Graham. In the halves, Cody Walker and Lachlan Ilias. Lachlan Ilias is finally finding his feet. He's got that confidence about him. His kicking game has been phenomenal. Love it. Good to see from the young fella. Cody Walker needs a good kick up the arse. Look, at the end of the day, I don't think he's mentally in a good headspace at the moment. We need him to get out of that slump so we can be the team that every club knows we can be. The team that all these teams feared us on that left-hand side last year. And now it doesn't look as dangerous. But I'm sure Cody Walker won't be far off back to his best. We saw a little bit of a smile from him against the Dragons, and I'm hoping against the Bulldogs he can come out and have a blinder. So I think we will see a different Cody Walker this week. I think we'll see him back to his best. I do think that intercept pass he threw on grand final day really did dent his confidence a fair bit. But as we see this a lot in the NRL, players losing confidence but then building it back up again. Take Ben Hunt, for example. Ben Hunt's probably one of the informed halves in the competition at the moment. Not one of them. There's a lot of informed halves, but Ben Hunt, he's been pretty good this year. So, Cody Walker and Lachlan Ilias in the halves. In the front row, I'm not too sure if Marky Nichols is returning this week, but I have named the same as last round. So Tom Burgess and Tavita Totola in the front row with Damien Cook at dummy half. The second row pretty much just names itself. Keon, Jai Arrow and Cameron Murray locking up the scrum. And then finally, our bench. I bring back Siliva Havili. I think he definitely deserves the nod. With Blake Taaffe coming into that starting lineup, we need a utility off the bench that can play in the back, in the forwards, fill in a dummy half. I think another option you could kind of look at is maybe someone like a Dean Hawkins or Michael Cheekham. Cheekham can play second row or centre. Dean Hawkins can play in the halves, can play dummy half. I think there are a few options that you could pick. Personally, mine is Siliva Havili. Then we've got Jacob Host, Liam Knight, and finally we've got, I can't remember, Davey Moel. There we go. So it's probably not going to be in that order. I'd say we'd have Saliva Havili, Hosty, Moel, and then Liam Knight in the number 17. But yes, guys, that is my 17-man squad. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Latrell, mate, I hope you get better. You know, it's unfortunate that he went down with this injury. It sucks. Only just came back a few rounds from suspension, and then to sit out for another 8 weeks has to hurt. But I wish him all the best. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy this Good Friday clash. Don't forget to vote on Rabbitohs Nation. I'll have the post up directly after the game. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have a healthy, safe, and happy Easter. But I will see you tomorrow and then Wednesday for my reaction to the Rabbitohs team list and the tipping video, guys. Thank you all so much once again. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.